Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. When we start studying Vedanta, initially, in the first lecture, normally we are taught that we are all seeking happiness. So whatever we do for getting happiness. So all our involvement and withdrawal in life is aimed at only seeking getting happiness. There is some humming in the sound. If you can reduce, try. If not, hurry. So, a person eats a lot for happiness. The other one observes fast. In India, there are people, they observe fast 21 days. You go there and ask, don't you feel bad? No, in feeling bad, there is a joy. What can you do? See? So one person eats food for getting happiness, other observes fast. One person gets married for getting happiness, the other person doesn't get married so that he is happy. See? In this manner, all our attempts of life are seeking happiness. But the problem is, it is a misplaced search. See? What is the misplaced search? We are seeking happiness and running after the objects. See? And then we can't deny that we do get happiness when we interact with the worldly objects. So let us try to find out how the happiness we seek is coming when we are extrovert, not introvert. And then we'll try to understand, is this happiness a real happiness, or it's an illusion of happiness. See, in the morning we get up. After getting up, if you are a real Indian, not NRI, NRI means not real Indian. I'm talking about a real Indian, RI. If you are a real Indian, in the morning you must have a cup of tea before you start your day. Those people who have not taken tea in their life, they have wasted their life, and God will correct his mistake. Next life I will not make you human being because you don't take tea. So we get up in the morning and the mind starts his own tune. Tea, 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 tea. And that constant longing for tea is such a terrible agitation in our mind that the mind is making us miserable. Then what do? We get up and take a cup of tea. And the first sip goes in, aha, Brahmanandam Paramasukhadam Kevalam Chayamurtim. Karagre vasate spoonam, Karamadde biscuitam, Karamole tu, Prabhate kapadarshanam. And when we get a cup of tea, we feel so happy and we conclude. Conclusion is, happiness is because of tea. Now let us find out, is it true? Like caffeine is an alkaloid in the tea leaves, in the same manner is happiness an alkaloid in the tea leaves. See? The tea provides the caffeine to everyone, whether you want or you don't want. But is the tea giving happiness to those who are the victims of rooibos? Roy boss means those who are constantly crying. Rona mane crying, rowing. Boss. Two things impossible. A boss is crying, a boss makes others cry. See? Therefore, if tea was providing real happiness, everybody who gets tea should be happy. But this does not happen. Then the question comes, but we do experience happiness, what about that? See? So what is unhappiness? Unhappiness is a disturbed state of mind. See? Nasti buddhihi ayuktasya, nacha yuktasya bhavana, nacha bhavayata shantihi, ashantasya kutas sukham. We go on saying Shanti to everything. Om Shanti, Antariksham Shanti, 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 and get confused which Shanti is for whom and get into Ashanti. See? So, Ashantasya kutas sukham. He who is not at peace with himself, how can he ever be happy? See, friends. So what happens when we were having agitation in our mind for a stupid thing like a cup of tea? Then that agitation is quietened by giving a cup of tea. Now, one next step in our analysis. Are we born with a cup of tea in our hand? No. We keep on taking, slowly, we become victim, addicted to that tea. And if that is not available, we are disturbed. And when it is available, we are at peace. And we come to a conclusion, what is life without a cup of tea? See? So where is the happiness? Is the happiness in the tea? No. Happiness that we understand in our life is absence of miseries. We have never understood what is real happiness. In the deep sleep, when we sleep, snore away in the morning, hey man, I had a good sleep. I was pretty happy in the sleep. We were not happy in the sleep. There was absence of miseries. It is not a positive condition. It is the negative one. See? It is called as parishesha nyaya. Parishesha nyaya means what? All people are called as fools. Therefore, I may be wise. See? So it is not a positive definition. Therefore, when we are seeking anything outside in the world, now next step, be very attentive. What we seek and why we seek. Condition number one. We imagine we are incomplete. It is just an imagination. It is not the truth. Second thing, then we start imagining that if I get this or that, I may become complete. And that imagination is called as desire. And once this desire takes possession of us, we start activities to fulfill our desire. And in that, we do get happiness, but it is not happiness, it is only absence of the miseries. See? All of us are born bachelor. Anybody is born with the wife or husband? No. See? All are born bachelor. So remaining bachelor is a natural state of being. Whenever you are unnatural, you are miserable. See? Like this you are sitting. Suppose you all sit with Shirshasana. Will you be comfortable? No. Because it is unnatural. See? So this young boy or a girl, both are equally fools. Equality between the genders. Starts thinking, what a life without a wife. See? Why? What is wrong in you? You are complete by yourself. No, Swamiji. During the work it is okay, but when I come home, the whole house starts, like a big vacuum. Then keep dogs. This is how the people keep dogs. The great discovery I had when I was in Spain. We went for a long walk every day on the seafront. Very beautiful place, Barcelona. And we used to go there on the seafront about 4 or 5 kilometers and walk. And my friend asked me, Swamiji, what is your observation? Because I have seen your observation is terrible. So tell me, what is your observation? I said, my observation is there are 2 types of people walking here. One, which are led by the dog, and other, they are walking independent. Only 2 types of people. He said, perfectly well. Now tell further. Who are those people who are having dogs with them? I said, that I don't know, because I am not fond of dogs. Those who are fond of God, they are not fond of dogs. So, I don't know about it. He said, I'll tell you. How to propose to a girl or a boy? Because nobody knows whether somebody is having a boyfriend or a girlfriend, or somebody is married or not married. Like in our country, at least, we have something. You put a .com, that is gone. Or is that don't come. But there you don't understand, everybody is having the same kind of facial, makeup. So how do we know? So he said, anybody who is walking with a dog is an indication that I am available. See? Then they don't talk to each other. Then through the dog. So this dog goes and smells the other dog. And when the dogs like each other, then they start liking each other. This is called as compassion. Animal lovers, loving like animals. See, friends. So we go on imagining that I am incomplete, and therefore if I get this boy or this girl, I will be happy in my life. And you tell that boy or a girl, come on man, don't get worried about it, forget about it, you will get 101. Why worry? I like one girl, a Sindhi girl. She was so cool. She said, Swamiji, I am very clear in my life. I don't care who is my husband. I am only interested, he should be absolutely rich up to bone marrow. And he should allow me to spend the way I want to spend. Whether he is 95 years old, I don't care. I am marrying his money, not him. See, friends. Therefore, all that we are doing in our life is born out of this sense of incompleteness. See? And when you look outside, you will always feel incomplete. When you are seeking within, then you come to know that all that is required is within, not without. See? And this inquiry is possible when we are living our life intelligently and not intellectually. Understand these 2 words. Intelligent people, I told you the other day. Intelligent people are never miserable. Intellectuals are intelligently miserable. They are extremely frustrated, disgusted. Because logic, argument, reason, discussion, you will lead nowhere. See, friends. Therefore, all that we seek is only because we have a sense of incompleteness. Then there is world around us. We all desire only that which is other than ourselves. See? I don't have desire for my jacket because it is already mine. See? I have desire for your watch because I don't have a watch. See, friends, we cannot have desire about our own self. We cannot have. And therefore, When we lead a desire-free life, then we are seeking within. Then how do we seek within? Seeking within means, first, not seeking without. We don't want anything from this world to make us happy. See? This is the first foundation. And for that the rule is, give yourself a minimum choice. See? Lesser the choice we give to ourselves, happier we are. More the choice we give to ourselves, more miserable we are. See? It is so simple. If we live a choiceless existence, that is called as God realization. Zero choice. One day, one lady was going with me. We went to some place and I had, as usual, given whatever bed, I went and slept. She went in her room and next day morning, Swamiji, how did you sleep? I said, come to my room, I will show you in what posture I slept. No, not that way. Did you get good sleep? I said, why? I always get good sleep. It is not a novelty. I don't know. I could not sleep, in this bed. How can you sleep in somebody else's bed? I said, Mama, because you have your bed, you can talk about some other bed. I have no bed. Therefore, every bed is my bed. See? You all must be going through this experience. Even on the same bed, husband, wife are sleeping. If they change their sides, they get disturbed. I want to sleep only on my side, not that side. It is not my side. And then my pillow. See? How much dependence. Mahabharatkar says, Sarvam paravasham dukkham, sarvam atmavasham sukham, etad vidyat samasena lakshanam sukha dukkhayo. All dependence is misery. All independence is joy. Our whole life is dependent on things and beings around us. Without this particular dish, I can't take food. Without this particular drink, I can't enjoy. Without this particular company, I get bored. So much dependent on the things and beings of this world that we have lost our freedom. See, friends. And because of this, constantly running from pillar to the post. Therefore, once we recognize this principle, that we are seeking happiness only because we have imagined that we are incomplete. Now we go next step. In our deep sleep experience, exactly what we do, we discard, disown, dissociate with everything and every being. All of us do the same thing. We discard our name and form, we discard our qualification, we discard our position, we discard our all status of somebody or the other. And when we are discarded everything, and in that complete absence, we experience happiness because the load that we were carrying was unloaded. But that happiness is the happiness of absence of misery. See, in Panchadashi, there are 7 stages through which a seeker has to go. And the 6th stage is that dukkha nivrutti, absence of miseries. Absence of miseries can happen when you take a drink, when you take some drug, or when you go to sleep, or when you are in anesthesia. Dukkha nivrutti happens, absence of misery. But absence of misery is not equal to the positive bliss. See? The positive bliss is what? Nirankusha trupti is unsullied bliss. And this unsullied bliss is called as prashanti. See? Ashanti we all know, no discussion required. Absence of Ashanti is called as Shanti. The other day, some place I was, and in the afternoon, after my lunch, I go to sleep. So I was sleeping. And then when I got up, finished my bath and all that, Swamiji, did you get sleep? These people were making noise. I said, no, I don't get sleep. I didn't get disturbed. I slept very well. Oh, how can you sleep when somebody is making noise? If you are really sleepy, nothing disturbs. When you don't have sleep, you go on tossing. Then we start complaining. In the same manner, real happiness is something is available or something is not available. We go beyond the relative happiness. And such a person, when something is given, added, his happiness does not increase. And when something is taken away, his happiness doesn't reduce. Because infinite is that to which nothing can be added and nothing can be subtracted from. Bliss is infinite. The relative happiness that we understand as the absence of happiness is an illusion of happiness. Therefore, friends, rather than seeking happiness outside in the worldly things and beings, let us start looking inside, looking within. And what is looking within? Next step. See, today somebody phoned me and asked some question. Swamiji, I want some logical answer for the vegetarian, non-vegetarian about this thing. And as regard, the self is omniscient, omnipotent, etc., that I know very well. About this I want to know. See, what is the priority? Then I said, look here, when we say spiritual life, adhyatmic life, what it means? It means our attention is on ourselves, not on the world. Those who are a total, utter failure in their own life, they get too much involved in the social work. Come across many places we come across. Ladies from very prosperous and very good families engage in lot of social work. Feeding the children, going to the slum and doing this thing every time, camera, photo and newspaper and everything, Going on the newspaper front page is the aim of life. And as regards their personal life is concerned, a complete shattered existence. See, friends, the real life is external prosperity without a compromise of inner peace. When these two things are going together, then we are walking a spiritual path. Therefore, let us have this clear understanding. Asking question to anybody, you get only replies. Reply is not an answer. Answer we have to discover. See, in the examination, I don't know what is here, but it is said, when you are given a question paper in the examination, you have to write the answers, not replies. And they are called as answer books, not reply books. A reply could be anything. See, I received one email, an intelligent mathematics answer book. First question, expand a plus b bracket square. And the student has expanded. First written only this much space. A plus b square. Expand. More space he has taken. A. Then the third one. Little more, A plus b. Expand. It's the reply. It's not wrong. It's the reply. But that is not an answer. Answer we have to discover. See? And when we say we have to discover, then we have to dig. And where do we discover? Within our own heart. And that is possible when we have learned the art of thinking. See friends, this is one of the most important thing in our life. Even to learn a simple thing like making a chapati. See? Those girls who know how to make chapati, they will know through what process they have gone. First time when as a kid or children, they wanted to learn chapati from mummy. So first chapati was the South Island of New Zealand. And mummy, no beta, you did so well. You will grow geographically. And then again you start, then it becomes, something like, Japan or then Bali or Sumatra or like that slowly. Then after a great attempt, it becomes the South India. Only it's going, mommy, it's going only in one way. Don't worry, it will be all right. Then slowly it becomes the map of Australia. And after many years, then it becomes a globe so perfectly. You see all the Gujarati houses. They make a big pile of chapati initially. It is called as thepla. Then the people get fed up of eating that. So they dry it. It is called as khakra. Instead of putting in the fridge, they put it in the sun. Effect is preserve. And then to make it nice to eat, along with the chai, they put khakra in there. And Swamiji, isko kha ke dekho, aise kha liya. See? So that chapati to make perfectly round, how much we have to learn, how much we have to spend effort, that we understand. How to make our bed, that we have to learn, that we understand. Simple subjects like mathematics, physics, chemistry, that we have to learn, this we understand. But when it comes to thinking, we take for granted that we are thinkers. Why? Because there are thoughts in the mind. This is one very important principle, please understand. In the forest, there are trees and plants. In the garden, there are trees and plants. Right? When we go to the forest, we are afraid. The jungle is wild. There may be wild animals. Then it is a fearful place for staying. Contrary to that, when we go to a garden, it is so beautiful, peaceful, happy. Now, what is the difference between the two? In case of the jungle, all the vegetation is growing wild, no control. Anybody can grow anywhere, like democracy. But when you go to the garden, every single plant is selected, planted, taken care of, pruned, and therefore garden is so beautiful. Now with this example, go within. Look within. Is it a garden or a jungle? Yahoo! You know that song? Chahe mujhe koi jangali kahe. Yahoo! See friends. We are not one inside. We are a poultry farm. You know what is a poultry farm? From outside there is only one building. But you just peep inside. In the same manner, outside we are only one. Look within. How much we keep on talking to ourselves. Non-stop. See? And we only raise the question, we only answer, we only listen. If we say that, I say that, I will. This experience you can have, you must be having, when you go through immigration. You are standing in the queue. Everybody is standing in the queue. And near that immigration officer, second, third person is there. And suppose that second, third person who was in front of you, he was not having proper documents or something like that, and he was pulled out, security took him there, this is not doing it, please take him away. And he said, no, it's possible. And there is a tremendous tension over there. And then your number is coming to the same person. Then you start talking to yourself. If you will ask me like this, I'll be like this. Then your number comes. Your number comes there. You are at your best. Because you are in need. And you have prepared yourself. All question answers. He looks at you, go. All your preparation has gone west. See? Worry is an attempt to solve the non-existing problems. And the problems are projected by us. We go on imagining. And therefore we have no control over our own thinking. And all of us are miserable, never because of the world. We are miserable because of our own inability to stop thinking. See, friends. Therefore, those who are liquid spiritualists, when they come home, they open the bottle, fill in the drum. And when the drum is filled in, then they go in the Shambhavi Mudra. Nothing disturbs them. Now what they are doing, achieving is only one thing, to suspend thinking. See, friends, this tragic life of ours, that we are the victims of our own thinking, we never come to diagnose. See, friends, therefore, whenever I talk to anybody, I am very clear. I am not available for arguments and discussions. You come and ask me, Swamiji, I will say, topic over. Nothing to discuss. If you want to accept, accept. Don't want to accept, don't accept. When you accept, you are not obliging me. When you don't accept, you are not hurting me. Because I am not serious about you. See, friends, it is so necessary that we have to learn the art of thinking. We talk about art of living. But can we live properly without proper thinking? If our thinking is confused, we may write beautiful articles. See? But as regards our own life is concerned, it is a complete mess. What is the use of those thoughts which are meant for improving the society? But as regards our own life is concerned, it is a complete mess. That is not the way. See, friends. Therefore, it is extremely necessary that we have to learn the art of thinking. And the first step in the art of thinking is, do not bother about the world. See? Have we created the world? No. Why do you worry about the world? Take care of yourself. See? And when we are at home with ourselves, then only we can help others. If we are confused, then we will confuse others also. See? There was one young boy. He went to his mama. His mama was a CBI. You know CBI? Chronic bachelor individual. So he went to the CBI. Mama, I got some problem. Okay, Bhanja, let's go to some restaurant. Not like that. So Mama got a free bakra. Why not in cash? So they went to a restaurant. Now come on, order something nice. Hey, get a menu. And Mama started ordering. And Bhanja, he was very much having a big problem. Mama, you know, that girl I like very much. Yes. I want to get married. But your sister doesn't allow me. You want to get married? Get married. Where is the problem? Get beer. Because he doesn't have to pay. Bhanja is free. Then, but you know how she is, she will make my life miserable, I have to stay at home. Then don't get married. Never mind. Get chicken. But I want to also get married to her, I also want to make my mother happy. You are trying something impossible. Ask one question, one order. See? Then he said, look here, what do you think about marriage? Marriage, it is just an impulsive thing. That impulsive thing will die in no time. Afterwards, you have to live with the same wretched world. Therefore, for those few impulsive moments, why do you destroy your life? Look at me, I am not married. Why do you get married at all? Earlier, the Bhanja came to whom to get married or not. Now he got confused whether to get married at all or not. See, friends, come to learn the art of thinking. And the art of thinking is possible to be learned only by one technique. And that one technique, study Bhagavad Gita, study Upanishad. There is no other way. Tad vijnanatham gurumeva vigachet samitpanihi shrotriyam brahmanishtham. When we study Gita, for example, then we learn the art of thinking. See what is done by Arjuna in the first chapter. He has taken a decision. See? Etan hantum ichchami gnatopi madhusudana. Hey Madhusudana, I have decided not to kill them. Bhagavan Krishna was keeping quiet. Keep on talking. And then, after he has decided that I don't want to kill them, then he starts thinking. So what will be that line of thinking? To justify his decision or to deny his decision? Understand, it's a very subtle point, friends. Normally, a fool decides first and then starts thinking. A wise man thinks first and then decides. He very clearly accepts that Brahmati vacha me manaha. My mind is going in circle and circle. I am unable to assess the situation. What should I do? I am completely confused. And yet, I take a decision. When you are confused, never take a decision. But the impact of confusion and delusion is so much, we decide, no, I will do this. And afterwards, nothing but regrets. See, friends, it is necessary that first we think cool. And what Bhagavan Krishna has done throughout Bhagavad Gita, all that was told by Bhagavan Sri Krishna, he has not done anything. Arjuna was neither a karma yogi, nor a devotee, nor a yogi, nor a jnani. All the 17 chapters which deal with karma yoga and ashtanga yoga and bhakti yoga and jnana yoga, none of that was practiced by Arjuna. None was practiced. Then what has happened to him? He says, Nashto mohaha smritihi labdha tat prasadat mayachyuta stitosmi gata sandehaha karishye vachanam tava. He said, now my delusion is gone. And what was the delusion? Delusion was whether he is a grandson to Bhishmacharya, or he is a disciple to Dronacharya, or he is brother to the Kauravas, or he is a warrior on the battlefield. That was his confusion. See, friends, unless this is sorted out, we cannot think in a creative and proper manner. friends, somebody asks you a question. See, I had to come to Johannesburg. How do I come? So you start telling. You first go to UK and then from there take a flight to Australia, and from there you get direct flight to Johannesburg. No, but I am in Benoni. Oh, I didn't know that. So where from we start our journey? Where we are. So where are we? We are in a state of confusion. We do not know how to even think properly. Because our mind is biased, mind is confused, and all the unwanted data that we have collected in our mind, we are unable to sort out that data. And the net result is argument, logic, argument, logic, argument, logic. See, when we ask a question to a teacher never answers our question. He answers us. His interest is not in your question. His interest is in you, your welfare. But the student is caught up in his own doubt. He wants answer to his question. See, friends. And therefore, for learning the art of thinking, we have to systematically, methodically go through the scriptures. And then the scriptures give us a vision. In Ishavasya Upanishad, the vision is given in the first verse. Every Upanishad does the same thing. Ishavasyamidam sarvam yat kincha jagatyam jagat. Now this is the vision given. Now see what is the effect of this vision. When our vision changes, our interaction with the world changes. When our interaction with the world changes, our experiences change. And when our experiences change, the quality of our life changes. Our quality of life is miserable, go backward. And then you come to know that you had a wrong vision. See, friends, in this world, saints and sages also lived, and we also live. No saint or sage has ever condemned the world. Not even once. And we have done nothing except condemning the world. Now what is the difference? The difference is the vision. The vision of the wise people is worthy of acquiring, rather than coming under the influence of our foolish vision. See, the importance of this vision I will tell you. Probably I told you the other day somewhere. If a girl is going ahead and a boy is whistling and going and wanting to take over and say hi to her, he goes that way. And when he goes ahead, he comes to know that she is a 75-year not out Dadima. From the back side, all of them look alike. And this boy goes, on his motorcycle, scooter, and when he looks at hi, she says, Beta, what do you want? Will he say, hey, come on, darling? Will he say? No. He will say, and Dadima, thank you very much. And he will go and tell his friend, I don't know yaar, सुबह सुबह किसका चेहरा देखा था. See, friends, the moment our vision changes. Earlier vision was, I am following a young beautiful girl. The truth was, it was 80 not out. See? The moment this vision has changed, interaction has changed. And what is the change in the interaction? Tena tyaktena vanjitha. He will never follow that lady for indulgence. Tyaktena. Then vanjitha, atmanam palayeta. He will protect himself. Friends, a real intelligent lifestyle is protect yourself from yourself. There is one, what you call, air hostess from British Airways. She came and she said, Swamiji, you have to come for my marriage. I said, look here, I have not gone for my marriage. Where can I come for yours? I don't promise you. If it happens, I'll come. And I could not go to her marriage. Then she came with her husband to meet me. Swamiji, you did not come. Anyway, we have come, please bless me. So, that time, I was playing with one Rudraksha was in my hand. Somebody gave me Rudraksha. I was playing with that. But then I said, hey, put it around your neck. No, you tie it down. I will not. I said, okay, sit down. I tied her around her neck, Rudraksha. But blessing? I said, blessing, okay. May you protect yourself from yourself. Yes, Swamiji, what is this funny kind of Ashirwad? I said, I am, like that only. Our real enemy is ourselves. Atmaiva atmano bandhu, atmaiva ripuratmana. We are our real enemy number one. Nobody is enemy anywhere outside. See? Bandhuratma atmanastasya yena atma eva atmana jita. See? Anatmanaha tu shatrutve vardeta. When our mind is well trained to think in a creative, proper manner, then that mind is an asset. And when the same mind takes her for a ride, then the same mind becomes a liability for us. See, we all take care of everything around us. Our house, garden, security, and then furniture in the house, and utensils, and a special spoon for a special thing. So many things we take care. But what care we have taken till date to look after the quality of our mind? Even we go to the temple, we have taken for granted that our mind is perfect. See, have any one of us ever asked the Lord, oh Lord, give me that quality of mind so that I am able to have your darshan in everyone in this world? We go there with a big list. Bhagwan, note down. Therefore, longer the namaskar, longer is the list. And that is why see that Bhagwan Ram is standing like this. It is not a Varada Hasta. It is enough. How much more will you ask? Enough, bahut ho gaya. There is no end to our list. Next time you see, no Bhagwan, kuch nahi chahiye. Make my mind so pure. See, friend, and what is the purity of the mind? Purity of the mind is when the mind stops seeking outside. That is a pure mind. See? Which is a pure house where everybody wants to return home. See? That house where there is constant fight going on. Husband versus wife, and the children don't want to come home. See? And then they are searching something outside. In the same manner, when there is no peace within, we are constantly searching outside. And outside you can never get peace because you are running after the pieces. Running after the pieces will never lead to peace. See, friends, therefore this art of thinking is extremely essential to be known. The first, our studies of scriptures, Bhagavad Gita, will help us in changing our perspective of life. See? And what is the perspective of our life? Perspective of our life is, take an example. One day, I was sitting on my table, work table, and those days, There was one ink pot and a pen, paper, and I was just relaxing, neck paining, hand paining. Now I have stopped writing. It goes only on the laptop. Those days I used to write a lot and lot. So when I was tired, I was sitting like this thing. Then I started discussion. I heard discussions. I said, who is talking? Then the pen said, hey, ink pot, without me nothing can be written. Do you know how many pages I have written? The ink pot bellied, started giggling. How can you write without me if there is no ink? When these two fellows were fighting, arguing, do you think the paper will keep quiet? He said, you dumbos, without me, where will you write? Everybody started telling, because of me the things are happening, and I was watching. What will be my interaction? Exactly this is what happens. The Lord looks at us in this manner. Where we are, what is our purpose in life, He decides, not we. See, friends. But ahankara vimudhatma karta ahamiti manyate. But we are under the disguise of such a funny thought pattern that we are not open to wisdom. And as a result, we become obsessed. And that obsession can be removed only by studying Bhagavad Gita. Now see, you can imagine the challenge which Arjun had and the challenge which you and me have. Our challenge is, I should take 2 teaspoonful of sugar or 1.5. What a challenge. One day, in somebody's house we went, and there was, I think, the daughter-in-law, very sweet and very smart. About 7-8 of us were sitting. Everybody takes tea? Yes. Okay, tell uncle how much sugar you take. Okay, she went and got the tea. And please lift your cup in the same order, okay? I have put the sugar exactly like that. And then afterwards everything was over. I asked her, hey, I did not want to open up your secret, but tell me, how did you remember? Swamiji, you are the only wise man. I said, how come? They might have told 1 or 1.5 spoon, but who knows what is the taste between 1 and 1.5 spoon. So to everybody I put 1 spoon and gave. Everybody is keeping quiet, looking. Our doubts and confusions are over a cup of tea. See? And his confusion was whether to kill the guru or the grandfather. Is our confusion even worth recognition? See, friend, to such a confused Arjun, Bhagwan Krishna could bring out of that chaos. If this can happen to Arjun, can it not happen to us? See? And ultimately what Bhagwan asked him, hey Arjun, be very attentive. Whatever has to be told, I told you. Vimrushya etat asheshena yatechasi tatha kuru. Now you decide. I shall not decide for you. No wise man takes a decision for other wise man. You have to decide yourself. See? And whenever we want support from somebody, we are not convinced of ourselves. See? It is so simple. And therefore, to rectify our search in life, the instrument that we use is mind and a process of thinking. If the process of thinking is not corrected, we will be going a wild way. See? One example I will give you about this. This happened in USA many years before, almost 20 years before. One example I'll give you there and one I'll give you from India. First, American example. I was invited for food to somebody's house, and the moment I entered, they had a daughter. And you know, in USA, the children are very abnormal. They are not normal. When you go to somebody's house, you are a friend of the man, then the children will not talk. Why should we come? You are not my friend. You don't become a family guest. You are limited to one person, that's all. So, when we went to their house for food, the daughter was there. Oh God, got someone today. And she walked to her room. This was the, welcome. And then the mother said, I want you to talk to Swamiji. So she said, okay. He said, Swami, I am an American girl. I'll talk you flat. Don't expect anything from me. I said, dear, I am Indian Swami. I will talk you super flat. And I don't expect anything from you. Then she started asking me question. Why my parents don't allow me to go for dating? What is wrong in dating? Tell me. I said, you are a very intelligent girl. Therefore, you are asking such a beautiful question. Then I told her, before we release a medicine for the total population, where do you test the medicine? Do you release any medicine without test? No. So what do? You test the medicine on guinea pigs, rats. And then when you see that they are safe and it is beneficial, then it is released for the whole society, is it not? Yes. I said, this experiment of dating is done on many guinea pigs around you. In this society, everybody had a dating marriage, and it lasts only for the next date. And every marriage essentially breaks. If you take the statistics of these dating marriages, more than 90% marriages break. And take your mother and father. You ask them, did you go for dating? They will ask, what is the spelling of dating? We don't know. And they are still going on strong. And as they grow old, their mutual love becomes strong. And in your dating business, as you grow old, your love disappears and only the I versus you, that only crops up. Now this is the data available in this world, and there are many guinea pigs who have conducted this experiment on them. A wise man takes the data on the guinea pigs and applies in his life. If you are wise, you decide now. Then I told her, say, look here, the mutual attraction between a man and a woman at the physical level is the beginning. It doesn't last for long. And during that time, if these fellows produce children, then it becomes a common adhesive solution which keep them together. Do you think that our elders are fools? See, friends, but the young couples, so they have got funny thing, not now, after 5 years. As if the children are born by our will or what? See, again in USA, one girl, when she got married, Swamiji advice. I said, no advice, no Gita, no nothing, produce child first. That is the top priority. Then I became a Gabbar Singh in their family. And she did not listen to anything. No, my Swamiji told we have to have a child. And by God's grace, they had a child. After the child was born, that husband who was treating me like a Gabbar Singh, he came, he said, Swamiji, I don't know how to thank you. I said, I don't need your thanks. He said, no, I have to thank you. Now I understand. Then he told me, there are many friends of ours who decided to have a child after 5 years. 5 years have gone. 7 gone. Now from post to the pillar, no child. See? And after the child is born, he said, our attitude towards life has changed. Now we are no more interested, I versus you. Our common interest is the child. See, friends, once our thinking gets corrected, life doesn't remain corrupted. But we are unable to think properly, and we don't want to take anybody's advice. See? And the net result is, we are in a mess. So when I told to that girl like this, she said, Swamiji, I spoke you very rudely, but nobody, my mom and dad never explained me like this. I said, look here, in our Hindu culture, parents have little reservation. They don't talk every thing with the children. You have to learn through the process of osmosis, not through words. See? And thereafter, she was totally changed girl. But in that atmosphere staying, because everybody goes for duty, why not me? Are you a sheep in a flock? See, friends, therefore when thinking is corrected, you stop seeking outside. And this process of thinking will not happen accidentally. Like health we have to maintain. Diseases come without efforts. In the same manner, right thinking we have to develop. Wrong thinking is happening without any effort. Why wrong thinking happens? Because we are under the influence of the weaknesses of our mind. We are not strong within. Anything can tempt us, corrupt us, and we fall prey to our own weaknesses. It is here we have to develop the inner strength. See? Inner strength is more important, not power. In Ahmedabad, they have given me one 3-day seminar for the ladies. And the topic they have given me, empowerment of women. I said, you may give me any topic, I will talk what I had to talk. Then I said, I do not agree with this topic, empowerment of women. Power corrupts. If you make empowerment, you are corrupting the ladies. Then woman is not to be empowered. Woman is the strength, Shakti. Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Shakti Rupena Samstita. Woman is a strength. She is not a power. Strength is creative. Power is corrupting. See, friends. So we have to discover our inner strength. And inner strength is discovered when we are self-oriented. See? Then we come to discover if there is something which is really our friend, it is not outside anywhere. Our own inner strength. With that you live in this world. See? Then we come to know how the great masters, although they don't have anything in this world, yet how cheerful and happy they are. They don't expect anything from anybody, serving the whole society without claiming anything. See, no great master has ever planned a social project. See, Tulsidas ji has not written Ramcharitmanas for the propagation of Ramayana. See, I was so thrilled when I went to Fiji for the first time. Like, in South Africa or, some other countries where 300-400 years before these Britishers have taken the villagers from the UP, etc. and they put them into the big boats and told that we are taking you to Calcutta for work. And those poor innocent people that time, now they are terrible. That time they are innocent. So, about 300 years, 200 years before, they took those people in hundreds and hundreds and said, you are going to Calcutta? But instead of taken to Calcutta, they were taken to Fiji Island and they were unloaded there. So do whatever you like. You can't go anywhere. Then they were employed as the sugarcane laborers and they had nothing with them. Some few people who were always carrying Ramcharitmanas in their bag, because evening means sit together and have a nice bhajan kirtan. It is that Ramcharitmanas alone which protected the whole Indian population from the influence of the Western world. See, this thing has happened. Do you think Tulsidas Ji has done it for that purpose? See, friends. Therefore, it is necessary that we grow within. And when we grow within, then our words carry meaning. If our words don't carry meaning, it is a noise. See? And this is what happens. Why people don't listen to us? Because it is a noise. It doesn't make a dent on the mind of the listener. See? Suppose I write on a paper, stone, S-T-O-N-E, and make a laddu out of it and throw at Arvind. So he will read it. Oh, Swamiji wants a stone. He puts the meaning of the word stone into that, makes a laddu and hits me. When only the word went, it did not hurt him. But when the word was accompanied with the meaning, it has a meaningful impact on me in the same manner. Our words, when they carry the meaning, then they can influence others. And for that, we have to be meaningful in our life. And that meaningfulness comes, this is only water. This meaningfulness comes only when we are in tune with our own essential divine self. Because that alone is the reality. Everything has changed. The society values, our body, our likes, our dislikes, our priorities, everything is constantly changing. There is but one reality, which is never getting corrupted. It is that we seek within. And nearer we are to our own center, the life is centered in any field. We have to be centered. We are not. Our condition is like the flies. You know these Musca domestica flies, house flies? They sit on anything, no discrimination. Whether it is the Prasada Bhagwan Ram or it is a filth, for them everything is okay in the same manner. What we read, what we study, we have to have the discrimination. See, friends, because thoughts are cultivated, nurtured by what kind of literature or study you do. We have to cull unwanted thoughts, logical, unnecessarily gone. There was one girl in somewhere, Calcutta or somewhere, a Bengali girl. She came and she was talking to me. Her mother told me something about her. Swamiji, she is like this, and she also came and talked to me. I said, hey, excuse me, do you read Ayn Rand? She jumped out of her skin. Swamiji, you also read? I said, no, I read those who read. They are the most confused lot in the whole world. Swamiji, really? I said, yes. But I have been reading her all the time. I said, your thinking must be confused, condemning the whole world, and you are the only wise person. See, friends, therefore don't expose yourself to unwanted thoughts. And the right thoughts are, the treasure is in our Gita. See, simply chanting will not help. Study. Simply study will not help. Reflect. Reflection will not help. Pursue. In this manner, step by step, Bhagavan says in Bhaja Govindam, Bhagavad Gita Kinchita Dita Ganga Jalalava Kanika Pita Sakrutapi Yena Murari Samarcha Kriyate Tasya Yamena Nacharcha Bhaja Govindam Bhaja Govindam. This is the daily scheme. Every day we have to study Gita, one chapter chant. Don't chant at the same time every day. It will become like our Ram Charita, what do you call? Hanuman Chalisa. Hanuman ji says, किसके बारे में बोल रहे? Because it is so mechanically going on. Anything you do mechanically, you lose charm. See? It has to be effortful. So first day you read first chapter, second day, second, third day, third, fourth day, fourth. Read the whole Bhagavad Gita 18 days. Then 19 days there is no 19 chapter. Start from the first. In this manner, keep on reading one day, one chapter. Then take your Bhagavad Gita, read the first verse, take any good commentary and read it, assimilate it. If not, listen. Both the options are there today. Listen one verse of Bhagavad Gita with all attention completely, then switch it off, no more listening. Then whatever you have understood, write in your own language what you have understood. So write the original sloka in Sanskrit. Then whatever you have understood, you write that. And in 700 days, you will have your own commentary on Bhagavad Gita, which will guide your thinking process. After that, for God's sake, don't publish that book. Because you will come to know it is so horrible. See? And again you continue, where each and every word of Bhagavad Gita becomes your own experience. Then you will see, Brahma Bhuta Prasannatma Na Shochati Na Kankshati Samaha Sarveshu Bhuteshu Madbhaktim Labate Param. Bhagavan says in Bhagavad Gita, 18th chapter, 54th verse. Brahma Bhuta Prasannatma. Those who have sought within and found within, they are, number one, Prasannatma, ever cheerful. Ever cheerful means surface level cheerful and inside volcanoes. No. See, like you will see many actors. They are extremely successful and fantastic on the stage. They are good entertainers. But as regards their own personal life is concerned, it is a mess. That is not a life. Therefore, Prasannatma. Now, what is the meaning of ever cheerful? Three things. One, Na Shochati. The past is deleted once for all. All the time, the past memories, regrets, we did, enough. We remain in the present. No, Kankshati, don't go on imagining this will happen, that will happen. Live in the reality of life, not in the dream world of imagination. Third thing, Samaha sarveshu bhuteshu. The net result is mind remains equanimous. And when the mind is equanimous, then only we can think properly. When our mind is obsessed, see, like those people who are obsessed about food. See, somebody is obsessed about, let us say, non-vegetarian. So he wants only that and he will justify. Other fellow is obsessed with the grass. So he will like everybody should graze. So why worry? Let the people eat anything they like. I remember in one Bengali house I happened to go for food and I was taking, her son came with another plate, sat next to me with the chicken and fish and all that. So the mother said, I told you don't come and sit here, Swamiji, he is vegetarian. I said, Mama, don't shout at him, he is such a sweet boy. See, I am not compelling him that he should be vegetarian and he is not compelling me that I should be non-vegetarian. Where is the problem? Problem will be, if he takes my finger and eats away like a gajar, this is the problem. How much we get obsessed. Life must be lived with the wisdom. And wisdom is not found outside. It is discovered within. Therefore, to look within, the glasses are Bhagavad Gita. Like the other day I told somewhere, when we are looking at the mirror, we are not looking at the mirror, we are looking in the mirror. And when we look in the mirror, we look at ourselves within us. And it happens only in case of scriptures. When we study scriptures, we don't study like a newspaper. We start looking within. In this manner, seek within, discover the divinity that we are. And thereafter, life is a great drama. Celebrate and enjoy every moment of your life. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnahat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Guru